he here? Eugene, no? Anyways, okay, let me introduce the rest of our cast. Sean, William Scott, Alison Pill, come on up, please. Baruchel, again. Marc-André Grondin, Karl, come on up. Who else are we missing? Where's the rest of the cast? Come on up. Jonathan Cherry, Michael Douse, David Paetkau. Please come on up. A round of applause for all these guys. Jonathan Cherry, Michael Douse, everybody. Team Cooks, let's coach Team Cooks. Coach Team Cooks. Oh, yeah? Close. Get out there. Come on up. There he is. I'd also like to point out the producers because they don't get a lot of it. Don Carmody, stand up. Don Carmody. Andre Grondin. Jesse Shapiro, stand up. Jesse Jesse. Dave Gross, stand up. Round of applause. These guys in the back. And I'd also like to bring up Doug Smith. Where's Doug Smith? This is what the entire story was based on. Where's Doug Smith? There he is.
Okay. Questions? Comments? Boxing tips? Fighting tips? Anyone? Skating lessons? Who choreographed the fight scenes?
Where is he? Steve Leseskian? Where are you? Are you here? Where's our fight coordinator? Is he here? Steve Leseskian is our fight coordinator. We also have Heather Neal, our costume girls, right here. Stand up, please. Stand up.
Well, how, there's a ton of work in the fight scenes. How did you guys do that?
We just went at it. I mean, it's some of them are much more coordinated. Like the one at the Orangetown practice is very, very coordinated, and other ones we wanted through the rawness of it. I mean, we just planned it out and did it. I mean, it was. I mean, they did all the work. Him and Liev. I mean, they did a huge amount of. I mean, physically, completely draining. I think one day with Liev, when we were doing all the score or the jumbotron stuff, I mean, I think he did like 20 fights or something, just because we were doing like little bits and chunks of tons of fights. But I just wanted them to be real, And for some of them, I wanted to play real. Some I wanted to play with sort of the physical comedy of it all. I wanted you guys to feel every punch, because I think that kind of gets negated sometimes in these violent movies.
Sean, how's your ankle?
It feels a lot better. It's taken a long time.
There was a lady down here. Yes? No? Well, here we go. There you go. Sean, how long did it take you to bulk up?
I was already fat. It worked out perfectly. I'd like to say it bulked up for a reason, but I already kind of had that. And what I'm telling everybody is, it was for the character. No, but actually, that wasn't the truth. Sorry, that was my answer.
Sorry, there's one other. Evan, stand up. Evan Goldberg, our co-writer, please stand up. Jesse Siobhan as well. Where are you, Jesse? Stand up, Jesse. There you go. Come on.
There we go, that's the lady, right there. Question was
Not a single person got punched in the face in the movie.
There you go. Next, the back.
Except for my editor, Rich. That's the only guy who got punched in the face.
How did Lee Schreiber get involved in this project?
Blackmail. I think we sent him the script. We were looking for a guy who was physically brilliant and had some gravitas, and that's the guy. And we just gave him the script and made him an offer, and he jumped on board. So he was great. He trained his ass off. We got him training. He worked six weeks straight to learn how to skate. He did a great job.
Yeah, very convincing. Over there.
Who do you guys think will win a real fight, Sean?
Dude, seriously?
Just watch.
Oh, well.
Is that pre-bulk or both?
Oh, no, he would kick my ass. Big time. Yeah.
Down there?
Clearly, you're the only girl on the stage. I'm always impressed when you pushes your way into this whole wheel and
Question was how was for Alison how it was like to be around this much testosterone.
It was awesome. I discovered hockey and fell in love, and good.
Over there? Question was how you guys went about writing the script.
Yeah, I had a feeling I would. No, we just, I think we talk on the phone a bunch about this?
Back and forth.
We mapped it out, and then I think we wrote it like about 5 years ago now at this point, and we just kind of, we had a few criteria that needed to be met. Needed to be sort of funny and accessible. The hockey had to be as good, if not better, than anything that's ever been in a movie before. The fighting had to be as authentic and hyper-violent at times as it needed to be, and you needed to care about what happened. And so that's kind of just what we focused on, was making the most sympathetic, tough guy in the world. We've got license for him to kick the crap out of anybody because of what a pussycat we've made him, So, and then we did a whole bunch of versions, and when Douse got involved, he sort of, it all became, it was like just a collaborative process for about, close to 5 years, and now somehow we're here and you people are watching it. It's amazing.
Way at the back. The question was for Sean and Jay, and who is most like the character you play?
I can answer the follow-up, yes. Yes, I do. No, Sean is far smarter than Doug Glass. No, you got it. I'm slightly less kind of white trashy than my character. I mean, I convinced her to marry me, so I guess I can't be all that weird. Right?
Yeah. Right there.
I played 14 years in the National Hockey League, and I want to say kudos to you.
In the middle of the balcony there? On the red, I think?
I have a question for Sean. How did it feel fighting George LaRock?
I don't know if I'd necessarily call that fighting.
Where is he? George, stand up. George, stand up.
I made you look good. No, it was exhausting to fake fights. But it was fun. It looked kind of real. It almost looked like I could take you. I'm joking.
It's the magic of movies. Yeah, in the red there, sorry.
difference?
It works in mainstream? Sorry, my foray into mainstream is the age difference.
There you go. Well-connected questions. Do we have?
I have no idea what mainstream is. I just try to make good movies. That's,
I think that's a great way to end it. Thanks, guys.